Okay, it's time to choose a helmet. Mainly for outdoors. If you are going indoors, it's not compulsory for you to wear a helmet unless you're with a group. So if you have an instructor, usually you have to wear this sort of thing. This looks a bit dirty, but never mind. And it's functional, it's practical, it's a hard shell, and it's got a very sort of simple cage. And they all have different ways of fastening. This one's just a slide through, and it fits underneath the chin, and we have side straps, and they're all very similar, but this is sort of a centre helmet. A lot of centres these days are also going for the Petzl one, and this is a hard shell, but this one's almost a composite because it's hard and soft. It's got a lot of padding inside. So choosing your helmet, these two are soft shell in that they're squidgy when you touch them. Not squidgy soft, but you know, there's movement in them. This has a different rotational type of fastening that sort of screws into your scalp, but it fits very nicely, and again a different fastening to it. A little bit like a cycle helmet, this one. So when you place it on, you want to make sure that you screw up the sides until it sits on your head quite securely. If there's any movement, then it's too loose, and you want just 2 fingers in here. This one's a little bit loose at the moment, but basically if it moves, it's not going to protect you. Another soft shell, black diamond. This has been my favourite helmet since I started climbing. I've not been able to replace it really, and it's getting a little bit old, and I'd like to have a new one. I keep trying, but so far I haven't found one I really like. This has a wheel at the back, to tighten and loosen. Again, place it on the head, and really you're looking for a fit that covers the forehead, and that's your sort of main point of contact if you're going to hit something. And again, fasten underneath the chin, making sure there's just 2 fingers underneath. The last 3 are more modern, and they're starting to get a little bit more technical, a little bit more jazzy. So this DMM one is hard shell. It's slightly more shaped than the previous ones, but a slight cutaway at the back, really to cater for females who have ponytails. So you've got a slight indentation in the back, a slight raise, so you can put your ponytail in there. Again, we've got a screw tightener at the back, and although it's a hard shell, we've still got a nice cage, a nice solid cage inside that's comfortable on your head. Pop it on, tighten the wheel, and you don't want to have any movement. And this the number of people I see with their helmets like this, or like this, or like this, it needs to sit on the forehead. That's the most vulnerable area when you fall off, because it's the most vulnerable place you're likely to hit. Then we have a Petzl, combination hard soft shell. This is a child's helmet, got a little man inside, so it's a bit more attractive colours with the lilac. And then this latest one, the most modern of them, and they keep trying to improve the technology and make them lighter. This one compared to this one, this one's about 3 times the weight of this one. So they're looking at lighter materials that are still strong, and we're also going for style here. This has a very light cage inside and a light fastening, which sits beautifully on the head, adjusting, and then fastener here, same as before. All the fasteners are very similar. Some of the newest ones have now got magnetic catches, which are very unusual. But more than anything, you're looking for the fit. If you like the look of a helmet, and it doesn't fit you, don't buy it. It has to fit you snugly. When you're moving your head, there's no movement. You've got to check when you buy it that if you move your head from side to side, you take your head right back, because you're often looking up to see what's going on, or you're beelaying, or you're looking for the next hole. Make sure there is no movement in the helmet. Hopefully they'll be, if when you're buying it, you'll get some good advice. I wouldn't recommend buying one off eBay or that's been used already, because if they've had a major blow to the top or the side, then you really should retire it, because it might actually damage the structure of the helmet. Thank you for using Monsterclimbs.